What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have a game against Manchester United to start off at Old Trafford. Big fixture, West Bromwich Albion career mode part 18 obviously is what you're witnessing today. And you can see right here, Manchester United have the best home record of the season. I think they're top of the league. Either them or Chelsea at the moment are top of the league. So we got to worry about them. But obviously, as usual in typical FIFA style, they're not playing even near the strongest side possible. Players like Mensah in there, Rashford starting up front, they got Lingard on the wing. So as usual, we have a chance, and this is the lineup we went with. For some reason we went for the 4-5-1, but I just decided right before the game, I thought, let me play young Tyler Roberts up front by himself. Saido Berahino's obviously not that type of striker. I didn't want to play Chadley up front by himself. I thought, let's go. It was either Tyler Roberts or Chuba Akpom that I was going to throw up there by himself. I decided to go Roberts, so he gets his first start at Old Trafford against Manchester United. We'll see what he can do. Reece James starts us off on an attack. Nacer Chadli spins his man Phil Jones, gets right to the edge of the box, and Nacer Chadli, playing in the cam role, has scored an absolute blinder against Manchester United to put us up at Old Trafford just before half time. About 3 minutes remaining of the first half. And with our first chance of the game, Nacer Chadli's put it into the back of the net with a great strike. I mean, this guy is just hitting form. He's just hitting form. He's doing what needs to be done. I mean, we talked about him a bit for the first few episodes, up to about episode 5, maybe episode 6. He really wasn't cutting it. And then he started stepping it up a little bit. I don't think he even scored a goal throughout the whole of pre-season. I mean, he just wasn't really looking like the player I hoped he'd be. But now he's really stepping it up. You see, he's getting on the ball there again, playing it into Tyler Roberts, into the second half. He spins Phil Jones again. Phil Jones just getting spanned left, right and centre. And Phil Jones comes in with a crunching challenge. Now, I'm still not 100% sure after watching that whether it's the right decision to give a penalty. But all I'm seeing, he did get the ball, but he did kind of go through the... I'm not sure. That's a little bit harsh. He won the ball. He's kind of gone through the side of him to get there. But, you see, we are going to put Tyler Roberts on the penalty on his first start for the team to put the ball in the back of the net at Old Trafford. 2-0 up, and he dispatches of it so confidently, so calmly. Cool, calm, collected, conjunctivitis, I don't know, any C word that you can think of. And he puts us 2-0 up. The baggies are flying right now. Another young player making his name in this team. Jonathan Leko's obviously had a brilliant season so far. Players like him, Kyle Edwards has stepped up. Joe Ward has stepped up even a little bit and got into the team. And now Tyler Roberts seems to be the next one who's stepping up. He's going to take his opportunity so far. He gets his first Premier League goal of the season. First start at Old Trafford. What a story for this young guy. Nacer Chadli again about to whip in another corner. He puts it into the box. Gardner heads it down, and Phillips had a great chance right there to volley into the back of the net, sorry. Couldn't get it away. Jones again the culprit of giving away a chance. Tyler Roberts, 2 bites of the cherry right there. Denied by Sergio Romero with the first opportunity and can't get the rebound into the back of the net. Really should have done better with that one. Should have had 2. Phil Jones just all over the place that time though. Manchester United trying to get back into the game. Memphis played in over the top. Cuts in from the left. Squares it to Bojan. And he puts it into the back of the net. 8 minutes remaining on the clock. Man United have a chance to try and get themselves back into this game. For some reason, didn't pick the ball up and get back. They just seem to be just happy with a 2-1 defeat for some reason. I'm not too sure what's going on right there. But we'll see. Can Manchester United get back into this game? We don't know. It's a good finish there from Bojan though. For some reason he's playing though instead of other players that they have. We take kickoff right here. Ward is on the field. We play it to Neon. You see we go defensive. Neon, a little bit of space opens up for him. He's looking for a pass. No one's really forward. He's got the strength to hold off Depay, I think it is. He gets into the box. He goes past Mensah. He puts it across into the penalty area, into Berahino who's come off the bench. And that was literally Saido Berahino's first touch of the game. And he's put us back in a 2-goal lead. He's restored our 2-goal advantage. And that's literally, you guys saw it yourself, it's literally come straight from kickoff. 2 passes from kickoff, and we've been able to restore our 2-goal lead. So Man United got themselves back into the game, and then they just let they just let Neom stroll up the field. I was not even looking for anything like that. I was looking to let the clock run down. But as I'm running forward with Neom, no one's closing him down really. Space is just opening up. We got to the byline, decent cross, and Alan Neom gets himself man of the match. And he's another one, he's flown under the radar. He really could be our player of the season this year. He's been brilliant. He's not made any mistakes. He's been at least adequate for damn near every game of the season. But as we move into the next game against Watford at Vicarage Road, Saido Berahino, the man to watch, 3 goals in his last 3 games, so he's flying high at the moment. He gets the start. I think we're going with a 4-4-2 in this game with Nasser Chadli playing up front alongside Saido. So hopefully we can get another victory. This is the Watford lineup. I think they're probably again going with the 5-3-2. A big signing they made in January that I didn't even pick up on. Victor Kovalenko has signed for Watford. They've got a strong side, especially 2 very good creative midfielders in Pereira and Kovalenko. 2 big signings for Watford. But that's the lineup we went with, obviously. Jakob is back in the starting lineup. He plays it into Gardner, gives it to Berahino. He slides it across to Jonathan Lecco here. He takes a shot from outside the box. And Hilario Gomez, easy save for him pretty much. 24 minutes, Chadli again with a brilliant turn. He slides in James McLean and he puts us 1-0 up. Chadli again, I mean, how are we going to have to keep... Hopefully we do have to keep talking about him and mentioning his name because he's just making stuff happen. Look at him, just turns, Cruyff turn around his man, slides a reverse pass into McLean. And James McLean gets what is actually his first goal of the season. So... we've been struggling to get goal scorers in the team this year, but finally James McLean, he's had chances, he's come close, obviously hitting the bar a few times and stuff like that, but finally he does get the ball into the back of the net. Watford trying to create a chance in the second half this time. It's a nice ball over the top from Pereira, and the shot from a ambitious angle, let's say ambitious, into the keeper's hands. Troy Deeney spinning off Nastasic here. He's one-on-one with the keeper basically, but Neom has the pace, and Deeney has to take it early, and it actually crashes off the crossbar. Decent attempt from the, well, more than decent from the Watford captain, and just crashing off the bar. Player who we was linked with earlier on in the season, rumours flying around, but again, typical FIFA keeper animations, diving into the bottom corner for whatever reason, but the ball crashes off the crossbar, but our keepers dive into the bottom corner. Doesn't even make sense, but luckily it didn't go in. I would have been pretty pissed if it did go in and the keeper's diving bottom corner for a ball that ends up in the top corner. But a little bit of a mix-up right there. Almost made the ball end up in the back of our net, but we're trying to hit them on the counter-attack. Ben Foster throws the ball out to Lecco. He spins, creates some space, trying to get inside, leaves one man on the floor. He's got all types of space opening up now. He goes around another, gets taken down. The ball falls to Chadli. Lecco has got back up, receives the pass from Berahino, and forces a good save out of Hilario Gomez. What a goal that would have been for Lecco. He beat about 3 or 4 players on his way to the shot right there. Was taken down, got back up, and continued his run. I mean, that would have been an outstanding goal, but nothing came out of it. And we did come out of it with a win. However, 1-0 into the final game of the season. We're playing against Southampton, the bottom place team in the league. But you look at their lineup, I still don't understand how they are bottom of the league. We'll see the lineup that they put out right here. We'll take a look at some of their players, and there are a lot of their players that I would be happy to steal from them if they did get relegated. This is the lineup we're going with again. We're building somewhat of a strong foundation. Players who are playing week in, week out now. But look at the Southampton lineup. Players like Van Dijk, Romeu, Højbjerg right there, Hesketh even. They got players off the bat, players on the bench like Jordy Classy, who I'd want to take from them if they did get relegated. Charlie Austin gets in behind early on with a nice chance to try and get into the lead. Charlie Austin again lays it off to Højbjerg this time, and he just smashes it. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg smashing them into the lead right there. We lost to Southampton last time we played them. I think it was about 3-0 or 3-1. They just swept us away last time we played them, and now they're in the lead again. Some reason we're struggling against Southampton every time, even though they're bottom of the league. Well, not even for some reason we're struggling. We should be struggling because they have a brilliant team. For some reason they're at the bottom half and in the relegation zone. I don't know what's going on. Charlie Austin again trying to create some more chances. His shot just goes wide. Chadli finds Galloway this time. He finds Jakob. Berahino in the box. Does well to get a shot off, but his shot just goes wide of the post. And that was the final chance of the game. Nothing else for us for the final 30 minutes or so. And Southampton did get the victory. A 1-0 defeat we suffered at the hands of Southampton, and that was the final game of the episode. So 2 victories and a defeat in that episode, considering the victory we got against Manchester United, who are, as you can see there, top of the league by 1 point. Spurs are around there. The title race is close. You've got Arsenal there as well. So the whole top 4 are really in the title race, to be honest. Only 4 points separating them. And we are up to 7th place at the end of this episode. And we can really push for a Europa League spot. It's going to be a little bit difficult. We only have 6 games remaining to close that spot on Stoke. It depends on what happens in the FA Cup. But for now, make sure you return to see what happens in those final 6 episodes. Leave a like, so I can't be bothered to say it all. Bye.